So my first favorite for the spring is Batiste Dry Shampoo. This stuff is amazing. I can go 3 to 4 days without washing my hair if I use just like a light misting of this every day. Right now I've been really liking the floral scent. I kind of go back and forth from the original scent to the floral, but floral is kind of nice for spring.
Batiste too, yes. And I've tried the wild one, the luxury one, the tropical one. All those are really good, and they have the just original smell as well, which is pretty good. Just kind of smells kind of clean. But Batiste is awesome because it actually, I mean, it absorbs everything. So you really can get away with like 3 or 4 days, as bad as that sounds.
And I think they also make one that's toned down, like a brown flavor for girls that aren't
They actually
blonde.
make it in blonde too, though. They make a blonde powder one, a brunette, and I don't know any other ones. But basically, it doesn't have that white cast. So if you have brown hair, if you're brunette, you definitely want to do that one. Good choice.
You can also find the big, huge cans of it at Marshalls and TJ Maxx for a little cheaper, and it'll last me a long time.
Beauty hack, yeah, as opposed to like the little ones. You can get the big ones because you will go through it. Most asked questions. Everybody always asks what fake bake tan product that I use, like a sunless tanning. And this one, I've used several, but my favorite one is this Fake Bake Flawless in the shade Darker. That's the one I've used. That's the only one I've ever used. I don't know about their other products, but the Fake Bake Flawless Darker Self-Tan Liquid is awesome. You can get it on Amazon. It comes with a little mitt in there. Actually, mine's at home because I just used it last night. But it does come with a mitt, which is nice, and some little gloves to keep your hands from getting dirty looking. And then this is what the actual product looks like. You get 6 ounces, and this lasts, a good 3 or 4 months. And that's if you're using it all the time. So it's asking me, this is it, and it's awesome.
Okay, so my next item is the Clinique Take Off the Day Cleansing Balm. This stuff is amazing. I feel like I've been on a skin journey for a while, and my skin it's dry but oily, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like my skin is always dry during the morning, and then as the day goes on, it gets like shiny and oily and greasy and gross. So I have found this cleansing balm is really amazing for my skin. It really melts all of your makeup off. You put it on dry skin and then wipe it off with like a wet cloth. So my face doesn't get that dry, just dehydrated feeling from Suds cleanser that like suds up really good.
This is another non-makeup related item, but this is amazing. This is the best brush that you'll ever use. If you have like really fine tangly hair, long hair especially, but I still use it even though that my hair is super short. This wet brush, it's amazing, and you can like use it straight out of the shower. Like, you don't even have to put any like leave-in conditioner or anything, although that does help some. But I use it on my little girl's hair because her hair is the same exact as mine, super fine, super tangly. So this has been a lifesaver for me. I promised myself I will never grow my hair out again unless I had this brush.
They're amazing.
They're awesome. They're like $8 at like Walmart. You can get them. Super favorite.
I did want to mention about this one. Some of them are not vented like this. I like the vented wet brushes so that I can dry my hair as well with it, like super quick, gets it all separated, and it doesn't tangle while I'm drying my hair, because that's a big problem with me. Me next. Okay, let's see. So now I'll talk about the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. This stuff is amazing. Maybe a month ago, and I've just really fell in love with it. You just it takes like a little tiny dab, and you can get all over your T-zone, all over your face. It gives like a nice blurring effect to your face even before you put your foundation on. And then once you put your foundation on, like, you can't see your pores, like everything is smooth and nothing settles into like my smile lines or anything.
You can try that. That sounds amazing.
It's really, really good.
I have like
at Sephora.
So the next thing that I've really been loving this spring is from The Ordinary. It's one of their it's the lactic acid one. It's a lactic acid 10% plus hyaluronic acid. It's a high strength lactic acid superficial peeling formulation. So you can order, I don't know if y'all have heard of The Ordinary before. They're an awesome brand that you order offline. I think this was like $7 or $8, and I believe you get a full ounce in here. Your normal size serum bottle. So what it does is I'll use it at night. I just use it one time a day. So I cleanse my face, tone my face, and then just put like 2 drops of this lactic acid and just put it all, not in your eyes, but around everywhere else. And it just gets rid of the texture. So I have really combo skin similar to Rachel. Like it can get dry really easily, but I also break out really bad, just like hormonal acne. So this helps get rid of all the texture and like the scarring that's left behind after that time of the month. And if you, I mean, you can tell after the first time you use it, the next morning when you wake up, it's like your skin is so much smoother, your makeup goes on better, but it doesn't dry it out. It's not like using like using the salicylic acid where it like
redness,
dries you out.
It actually helps with my redness.
Yeah, yeah.
Like rosacea looking stuff.
You told us this was a dupe for the Good Genes version, which our mom actually uses, and it's pretty awesome. But this is a great dupe for that, and it's a lot cheaper. So if you want to, just try it out and see if it's something that you like before you spend like $80+ on a serum, it's a good way to do it. So Rachel and I both got this, and have you been liking yours?
I love it. Yeah. Awesome. And it comes in like this nice glass container. Yeah. The packaging's really pretty.
Looks
so it
cute on your vanity.
It feels like a high-end product, but it's like $6-7.
Yeah, it's all just really make a huge difference, but not dry you out. So
yeah, that's next. I have the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. You can get this at any drugstore. This bronzer is amazing though. It just goes on. There's nothing too shiny. Like it's just like a nice matte bronzer. It smells so good. It smells like coconut. Kaylee actually told me about this and I started using it and I love it. It comes with like a little brush, little sponge thing, and I don't use that with it.
Sponge even for
like
what is
this even? Physicians Formula? What is this? Lines. I don't know, but it has a little
just use a fluffy
mirror
brush
in it, and I like it a lot.
It smells good. It kind of gets you in the mood for like spring and summer, going to the beach for spring break.
It's like coconut.
And it's not patchy. Like some bronzers can get really patchy when you put them on.
It goes on super smooth.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a sheen to it, I think, but it's not like glitter. It's a great bronzer if you need like a quick drugstore find.
Yep. Okay, so this is another skincare product. Last summer I started using it, and then for some reason I using it for a while, and I noticed like I said, I've been going through like some skin stuff too, and especially like hormonal acne. I don't know, the season's changing. I don't know. I've just been breaking out a lot. So I was trying to think like what moisturizer had I used before that I felt really did a good job and didn't irritate my skin, and I remembered the Pacifica. It's the Dreamy Youth Day and Night Face Cream, and it's for all skin types. You can get it at Target. I think you can order it online too. I'm sure you can. But it's Pacifica, and they're known for like all natural ingredients for the most part, and it's vegan, cruelty-free, no sulfates, parabens, petroleum, those things that tend to break you out and give you those little bumpies. So this has been a lifesaver too. I don't know if y'all can see it there, but it's the Dreamy Youth. There you go. Our lights are in the way. Dreamy Youth Day and Night Face Cream by Pacifica, and you can use this day or night, obviously, and it's not overbearingly moisturizing, if that makes sense. It soaks in really well. It doesn't feel greasy. You don't feel like you're going to break out from it. It just feels fresh, and I really love it. So after I finish my whole skincare regimen at night, then I'll put this on last after my plant squalane. This is awesome for in the morning or at night, and I've been loving this.
Next, I have this Morphe brush that I have just fallen in love with recently. It's the M405. So this is the brush that I use with that Physicians Formula bronzer, and it just gives like a perfect airbrushed look when you use it. It doesn't, like, sometimes with certain brushes, your first little touch of makeup will kind of have that spot, and you're like, oh man, I can never blend this out. This brush, that never happens with me. You can like really build up some product into it, and then just like do little circles and build up a really pretty airbrushed finish on your face with your bronzer and your blush.
It
So
fits
it's awesome.
Yeah, it like fits right in the hollows of your cheeks.
Yes.
To like really carve out the cheekbones.
It's got a little angle to it, but it's nice and fluffy. Cheap. I think I've talked about Morphe on here before. They're so cheap, and it's my favorite.
Next for me, I did bring the plant squalane, so it sounds crazy. Also from The Ordinary, and this is 100% plant-derived squalane for surface hydration. So this says apply a few drops daily or as needed to entire face after your water-based treatment. So at night, wash, tone, lactic acid, squalane, and then the moisturizer. Hey, I'm almost 30. we gotta get serious about the skincare prevention. So but then during the day it's a little bit too greasy to use all over my face because will get too oily. But it's great if you want to use it under your eyes on these little eye bags here where the creases are. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So this is really good for right before you put your concealer on. If you put this on first, it just hydrates it really, really well. Makes it look kind of a little bit more dewy, so you can use a higher coverage foundation and it doesn't look as creasy. So yeah, this is awesome stuff, and it's also from The Ordinary, so you know it's affordable. So yeah, you gotta try that.
This is a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I have it in Soft Ivory, which is like the lightest shade. But this foundation is $6, literally $5.99, and I'm wearing it right now. Like, I have fallen in love with it. It gives you literally a photo finish.
There's no flashback.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you can take a selfie and it looks great. It's not shining or greasy at all in this lighting. After my primer, and then set it with just kind of any loose powder, and it stays in place all day. I work 12-hour shifts. By the end of my shift, like, it still looks, it doesn't get patchy or break down. Like, once you do have to set it pretty well, I've noticed, for it to like really stay. But if you do that, like, it's perfect. I love it. So here it is. And I mean, $6, like, you cannot beat that for
It's like a high-end foundation. I mean, it really feels like that, and the coverage is awesome.
It comes with a little applicator. It's like a little, I don't know, what would you call that? Like a spatula?
Yeah, it's like a little spatula.
And so I'll just like dab it everywhere and then blend it out with my blending sponge, and it's the bomb.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that one too. This is like, I wouldn't say it's like a BB cream. It's not that much coverage, but this is a Sheer Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 45 by PCA Skin. And I think that you have to buy this like at a dermatologist's office, or like a med spa type place. But this is a great sunscreen. It's water resistant for 80 minutes, but it's also got this nice little sheer tint to it. So I usually wear this if I'm just like, this morning I wore it before I went to the gym, just to have a little bit of something on so I don't look like death warmed over while I'm working out. So I just put this on, and it gives you that great sun protection. So it'd be really good if you're going running outside. And so in the spring and summer we start feeling like, okay, let's be outside a little bit more, we want to be in the sun, but you still want to protect your skin, because like I said, you know, approaching that 30, it really just kind of wakes you up like, I gotta start protecting things. So this is a great one by PCA Skin, just to put on, sorry these lights, just to put on, give you a little bit of a tint but not look like you're wearing a ton of makeup. This
next product, I have fallen in love. I keep saying that. I found a lot of products that I like recently. How do you say this? Buxom?
Buxom, yeah.
Buxom. It is the Buxom Plump Line Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner. I'm sorry, y'all. My nose is a little stuffed up, and I'm so goofy. But I'm actually wearing this.
Springtime. It's pollen.
I'm actually wearing this right now in the shade Ransom, and it is an awesome little lip liner. I'll just line it, and then I'll also fill in with it. And you can just get it a nice little, you can overline a little bit and make your lips look super plump. And I like the texture of it because it's not a gloss, but it's also not like a lip paint. It doesn't feel really dry. It just kind of just feels like I'm wearing nothing really, which is why I like it so much, because I hate the feeling, especially when I'm at work or something, I don't like feeling like I have gloss on and my hair is getting stuck to it. And also I don't like the drying feeling of a lip paint all day. So this is really cool. It just gives you a nice little sheer coverage.
Good spring color too.
Good spring color. Yeah. And it comes with like a little brush on the end of it. So after I fill in, I'll just kind of smudge everything around.
That little brush.
And it stays for a really long time. And I think it looks good. It looks pretty natural. Like
it does, yeah. Probably wears off well.
Yeah,
being matte like that. So I think the last one, actually no, I've got two more. I'll go ahead and, since you did a lip one, this is a nice little, so Buxom is a little, it's not, I mean, it's like mid-range. It's not drugstore, but it's not super high-end.
It goes on sale a lot, and I can sometimes find those at, again, TJ Maxx.
She's in Atlanta, so her TJ Maxx is a lot better too. But this is a nice little drugstore version. It's the Wet n Wild Dare to Comment. So it's a little lip liner, and what I do with this is very similar to what she does. I just use it more of like, not even as a liner, I just kind of go around the outside and then I'll fill in, and it's just the most natural, just nude lip that you can wear to anywhere. I mean, you could wear this to the gym, to work at a hospital, anywhere where you don't want to look like you're just going overboard with the makeup. So, but then you can also overline with this a little bit if you want your lips to look a little bit bigger. It's not really noticeable when you overline with this because it's so neutral, and it wears off just really evenly, so you don't have that patchiness. And it's by Wet n Wild, so it's probably like $3 or $4. So this has been a really good lip liner. I've loved it, and yeah, I recommend it.
Okay, so this is my last product. It is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Prime, Set, and Refresh. It's just like a little spray, and it has coconut water, probiotic-based ingredients, and skin revivers. It's silicone-free, alcohol-free, and oil-free.
Here, spray me.
Yes, it's super refreshing. So I like this stuff a lot. I don't usually use it as a primer per se, but it is great as a finisher and a refresher. So after you do your makeup, you just kind of spritz it all over your face, and it makes everything look really settled, and gives it a good finish, and also it just feels really refreshing to your skin. If you've set your face or anything and you feel like it looks maybe a little powdery in some places, it just makes everything really melt together and look super blended and finished. And it smells really good. It smells like coconut water, so again, I'm all for the products that smell like the beach. It's awesome.
Listen to the last one. Sorry, this video has been forever long. So this is another hair product. Sorry, I lost the top to it. None of our things have tops to them. We're obviously really using them. We're not just telling y'all this. So this is, oh man, I don't know how to say this. Amika. I don't know. I feel like it has like really distinct packaging. Y'all probably seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
Like at your salon or the Bombshell Blowout Spray, and it's got sea buckthorn berry for protecting, texturizing, volumizing, and repairing for all hair types. So you're supposed to use this like before you blow dry your hair, and I really like it because it's not heavy, but it does give you some volume. So, but it doesn't feel like that like when I use mousse or like a, I don't know, like a more intense volumizer. Sometimes you can feel it and it feels
crunchy.
Yeah, it feels a little crunchy. It almost feels like dirty again in a way. I don't know if y'all have noticed that, but I'm all about some volume because I really, like I said, fine hair. So what I do with this is the Bombshell Blowout Spray. I just spray it all over, like, and then like lift up layers and spray it there while it's wet, and then like kind of like brush it through, and then just blow dry it like you normally would. And you can just really tell that it's giving you some volume, a little bit of zhuzh, little texture, little zhuzh, and some texture, but doesn't weigh it down. So that's been really awesome. So I've been really loving this. This is just a little travel size that I tried because I like to do that before I spend the cash on the big one. So I think I'm gonna splurge and get the big size though, because this is really good. And I believe this one, yeah, this one's not tested on animals, free from animal-derived ingredients, so made in the USA, so lots of good stuff there. And that is it for our favorites for the spring. This video is forever long, but I hope you're
still with us. Thank you.
Yes, thanks for sticking with us. Also, we're sorry it's been so long since we've had a video. This is not our career. We are nurses, of course, as y'all probably know if you've seen our other videos. So there's a lot that in our life that we have to take care of, but we do enjoy doing this for y'all and hope that y'all get something out of it and enjoy it too. So,
there you have it.
I guess we'll see y'all in our next one, hopefully in a couple weeks. Have a good one.